Blessings. A great master, Yogananda, once said that perseverance is the whole magic of spiritual success. Perseverance is the whole magic of spiritual success. This morning's title for the Gita is Devoted Persistence. Devoted persistence. And without devoted persistence, and we could say enthusiasm, unquenchable enthusiasm, very little can be gained in terms of awakening from this great delusion, from this complete hypnosis, from this complete eclipse of our souls, from who we really are, the light, the love, the peace, the joy, the happiness. How can this be? Well, we can now consider ourselves, we're going to hear this word coming up, whether it's this stream or another one, but we're going to hear this word come up. The undiluted. The undiluted. I think that'd be such a great movie or a great series or a great book called The Undiluted. That's when we have complete awakened through amazing grace, the divine grace, and through our devoted persistence. You know, hell or high water, I'm in, Lord. No matter how I feel, no matter how many times I miss the point, no matter how many times I still forget you, I'm in. I'm in. We have a covenant, my soul and your spirit, ever, 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 ever together, forever together. All right. And I see that Lorena came on. So good morning. We had a little. I went to my Zoom page, and I saw that they completely wiped out the program I was using completely, completely. So we're starting over, and I'll have to get all that figured out. But I wanted to get this on tape, and for those who don't make it, this time the video will be up. We'll get it to you one way or the other. Okay. So thanks for your patience. Thanks for no matter what happens, you know, the unexpected, the delusion, or we have a great attitude going, and so we're not bugged by anything. Nothing can get our goat, and we are in a deep peace. Whatever, it's always coming back to it's not a big deal, even though it is a big deal, a huge deal when we take the outer life serious. The only way we can get over that is to learn about our inner life and to take a deep dive and stay there and make up our minds. So we are on chapter 10 still. On page 804, we're going into verse 35, and we're almost done with all of these amazing remembrances and ways to have God presence, the eternal God presence, the eternal God presence with us always. And that once we have that, then the game is over. And we are back to who we are and whose we are and united in the one. And impeccable, imperturbable divine union, ecstasy union with ecstasy itself, with the bliss spirit itself. Okay. So this Krishna goes on to say, among hymns, songs, devotional songs, and they're called samas, S-A-M-A-S. I am Brihat Saman, okay? Among poetic meters, I am Gayatri. And we're going to get to hear the Gayatri this morning, the Gayatri mantra this morning. So spirit is all those things. He is the Brihat Saman, which is we'll hear about him. the poetic meters of one of the greatest devotional songs or hymns ever. It's called the Gayatri. I am Gayatri. Among the months, which month do you think is important? There's a couple of them here. Okay, among the months, I am Marga Sirsha. Marga Sirsha, an auspicious winter month. And among seasons, I am Kushi Makara, the flower bear, spring. All right. So what I love about this is Yogananda's commentaries and how he always reminds us of the same thing that we're trying to remind ourselves with. And that's the same thing that we always talk about and the principles that we practice. And the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, because it seems like to get free from this self-made prison that we're all in, the prison of our mind, the prison of our of following, the cheap thrills, and getting forgetful of what we're really here for. This mantra is going to take care of us. We're going to just some of you are getting on the line, which is just awesome, because I had to resend something and you guys picked it up. Gosh, man, you are just so calm, cool, and collected. Cool, calm, collected, and we'll add another C, cucumber. You are. You are. You are just in a constant state of what we cannot describe as anything but utter peace, inner peace, just peace, just peace. And that is the true nature of one of your soul. It's just infinite peace, right? So you got it, baby. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. So Yogananda goes on to describe this a little bit. And he says that the sacred Vedic hymns of special formulas of meter and syllabication of the meter of the hymn and the way it's pronounced, the syllabication, are cited for their potent vibratory power. Wow, talk about words having power. Talk about intention having power. Talk about a heart that is just aching, is just craving, that is just obsessed with wanting to have an experience of the divine. Huh? That whatever you would be doing then, you would have potent vibratory power, I'll tell you. The Saman, S-A-M-A-N, promotes wisdom. So that Brihat Sama promotes wisdom. And the Gayatri deals with the salvation of man and woman. The Gayatri mantra, have you ever heard it? I'll sing it to you. Trish and I used to sing it when we did retreats, when we led workshops, we would sing it together. Very powerful. Every time we just get conked. We'd get conked on the head of the delusion so that we could wake up these beautiful cosmic brain cells to the truth that we are cosmic beings. So let's just begin this morning. You guys can close your eyes and let's just hear the meter and the syllabication of this hymn called the Gayatri mantra. Okay, see what you can intuitively feel. And this word salvation, I was going to call this dream just salvation. Just salvation. You know, rejoice, rejoice in the light of your soul. Rejoice, 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 rejoice. We're going home. Rejoice, rejoice in the light of my soul. Rejoice, rejoice. We're going home. And And I promise you there's gonna be dancing and a whole lot of singing. And I promise, this isn't the Gayatri Mantra, it's the warm up. And I promise you there's gonna be dancing and a whole lot of singing as we sing our songs in jubilation, and we praise our Lord for our salvation. Rejoice, 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 rejoice in the light of our souls. Rejoice, 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 rejoice. We're going home. I wanted to just sing that word salvation. That's all. So now, eyes closed, heart doors flung open, mind open. Nothing matters now. Nothing ever really matters. If you make it matter, you'll just be madder. So let's just feel the power of one of the greatest hymns ever composed because of its potent vibratory power for the salvation of all of us stuck here, life after life after life. Ready? Oh, 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 Bhurbhuva Swaha. Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhagordevasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhagordevasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhagordevasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. As I sing it once more, crave, yearn, long for the salvation of your soul from this 3D madness and these free trips back and forth from the physical realms to the astral realms, from the astral realms to the physical realms. You don't need to do that. Too much stress. Let's feel our salvation right now. And I promise you there's going to be dancing and a whole lot of singing. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhagordevasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhagordevasya
Hold on. I
Dhimahi
gotta get this out of my ear.
Dhiyo
Can you pull it out of my
Yona
ear?
Prachodaya.
Yeah, well, maybe even Luca. You haven't seen. I know. Ask him.
Oh. Be free. Feel free. Without a doubt in your mind. free soul bird. Without the divine, it's a waste of time. 'Cause baby, you need to learn to fly. Without the divine, it's a waste of time. So baby, you need to learn to fly. So rise above your mind. So rise above your mind and learn to fly. Fly, baby, fly, and learn to fly. Fly, baby, fly. Without the divine, it's a waste of time. And baby, you need to learn to fly. So flap your wings and rise above your mind. So flap your wings and rise above your mind and learn to fly. Fly, baby, fly and learn to fly. Fly, baby, fly. Let your consciousness just soar for a moment beyond your mind thinking, beyond your feeling, emotions, beyond your to-do list, beyond what happened already this morning, whatever. And let it soar free. And let's feel our salvation in this moment of our mind focused on the divine, our heart loving the divine, our soul intoxicated with the divine. In just this moment, in this breath, in my heart, with my beloved. Oh, beloved, free us from the confines of the boredom, of the restlessness, of the monotony of ordinary existence, and free our minds and free our hearts and free our souls in this instant, so we can have a glimpse of thee, we can have a samadhi of thee, we can have communion with thee, union with thee, joy with you, free from all worries, fears, anxieties, and worldly desires. We thank you that this is so. So Ryan asked that we all mute our microphones. I think because I was rushed this morning because the thing threw me for a loop, this Zoom company. All right. But I can pause those and the video so we can just, well, it's so rare, Ryan and Lorena, that we could just, turn off the running automaton that we are as humans and shut it off, completely shut it down, so that we can spend a few minutes. They say I only have 40 minutes now. I guess the price has gone up for Zoom activities. Wow. And but anyway, we'll get the most out of it this morning, right? We already have. And I want to continue to read Yogananda's commentary, because we learned about the Brihat Saman, which is promotes wisdom, and then the Gayatri Mantra, which promotes salvation of our souls. So Brihat, Saman, and Gayatri respectively refer to two classes of sacred verses, two main classes of verses, of sacred verses, each with its own distinct formula. And they also are the names of two chief hymns representative of these categories. So these are major categories of the most sacred hymns that you could ever utter. But don't worry, you don't have to copycat anyone. If you're from your heart today, if you're from your soul today, if you've collected all your anxiety and all your worries and the mishaps and the unexpected things that will come your way and on and on, and if you can stay cool, calm, collected, cucumber, and all that, and riveted with your only focus, which is to feel the eternal God presence right now, or the eternal now loving presence right now, you will understand the potent vibratory power of what's already inside you as a soul, as an intention, as a motive of your heart, as your willpower, you know, learning to unite with divine will. Wow. So you don't have to worry about the technicalities here, my dears. Just be you. Just be you. Just be you. In India, so let's look at these 2 months, right? There are 2 months mentioned that these are all like the standouts in the consciousness of the Great Spirit. These are all standout, attributes, glorious benefits we have by being in a body, yes, completely, with a very hard time in these bodies, in prison, as it were. And at the same time, we have this divine potential. At any moment, we can free our soul. We can learn to fly, to flap our wings and rise above and learn to fly. Fly, baby, fly. Because without the divine, it's a waste of time. In India, the month of Marga Sirsha, spanning a portion of, take a guess, of this first month, Marga Sirsha. It's November and December. They put two together. It's November and December. I don't know about you, they're my very favorite months. I think because the leaves are falling off, which represent you can let go and go into then when the December, now the cold weather and hibernation with God. There's no buds on the things, there's less activity, and the days are shorter, right? That's all to go within. That's why it's so holy. And that's the whole purpose of every month. We're sacred beings, having sacred experiences here. I don't even want to say we're sacred beings having human experiences. That just gives you more permission to have human experiences. No, we're divine beings having divine experiences here. No, so November and December is this Marga Sirsha is considered the most auspicious and healthiest period of the year. Yeah, because you maybe you fast, maybe you sleep more, maybe there's not as many distractions because the days are short, and it makes you want to hibernate, right? The coolness of this winter month destroys or inactivates. Well, I like it because there's no mosquitoes, many germs and bugs, right? And the ticks in this neck of the woods in the summer. And the bacteria, Yogananda goes on, that flourishes in the preceding heat of the summer and humidity of the monsoon. So we're free from all the bugs and all the activity in Mother Nature as it comes to be springtime and summertime and even early fall time is full of activity, isn't it? So now we're going to learn about the other important month, which was called Pusu Makara. So in the blossoming spring, that's the other month. So you have November, December, just chill, baby. Hibernate as a bear, as a little cub with Divine Mother Bear who's just saying, come with me. I'm going to just hold you and keep you warm. Just you and me in the inner worlds. Free from all of your thoughts about human life. Wow. So then comes spring, though. This is a whole nother deal. This is the opposite. So in the blossoming spring, God decorates his consort. Now you know who consort is, Ma Prakriti. We learned about her 7 angels, goddess angels. of Ma Prakriti last week, didn't we? Last few weeks. So in the blossoming spring, God decorates his consort nature with matchless ornaments of many-hued blossoms as she busily tends to the rebirth and nurturing of her vast progeny. All the things that are going to come to life, but then they're going to die again. Look at that. Look at the symbolism in everything. If we have eyes to see and a heart to really feel and an intuition to just go beneath the surface of this outer show of Ma Prakriti, of so-called Mother Nature, everything is shining light. We got to start to remember to see humans as light now. Forget the form. And as anything that you see out there, the leaves or now there are not many leaves on the tree, but the trees that have no leaves on them, see it as this beautiful light. This is what yogis focus on. They don't see the dense and the dark. It's this dark world, even in the brightest, sunniest day, compared to the brilliance of the light that is existing it, that is giving it life itself, the divine light. Wow. But Mother Nature, she can be something when it kicks into spring with her matchless ornaments of many-hued blossom as she busily tends to the rebirth and nurturing of her vast progeny. So you get the time out, the long time out to recharge, and then you get a fresh start, right? And listen to these next few sentences is really, 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 really big time stuff, as anything and everything we get from Gita and coming online with each other is big stuff, right? Because it keeps us from getting caught up in all the small stuff and the little and the thinking of this outer physical life all the time and dealing with the maintenance of this physical body. So metaphorically, Kusumakara, abounding with flowers, refers to the time of spiritual fulfillment, my dears. Don't you think it's time? Well, if we follow the seasons, and let go of all the residue of what just happened in the year in the fall and in the winter, completely hibernate so that we are just healthy on the inside and we're just attuned our soul with spirit, right? So that we can feel some spiritual fulfillment in the spring, with abundance, with the abounding flowers, soul qualities. No novitiate, that this is the line. This is huge. The novitiate yogi, this one just popped out at me. The novitiate yogi, which we all are, and yogini, struggles with prenatal instincts and mental restlessness throughout years of vigorous meditation. So don't be too hard on yourself. This is why we have Divine Mother, and she has us. She knows it's hard. This is why we can't do it. And if you're gonna, delusionholic it's a much more important thing to cure, not cure because you can't cure it, but you can rise above, flap your wings, fly high, lift your consciousness, clean up your life, sweep underneath your doorstep, man. It's time to fly. It's time to learn to fly. Because we're going to be learning how to blossom, really blossom. But it's everything. It's a balance of all the months, every month. It's a balance every day. This perfect balance. So we can hold the consciousness of God and yet, be a lighthouse and just be as the Dalai Lama says. This is so cool what the Dalai Lama says. I just love some of these things that come through to my Facebook page because all I do is put up the spiritual stuff. So I get these gems. This is what Dalai Lama said. We can reject everything else, religion, ideology, all received wisdom, but we cannot escape the necessity of love and compassion. Jesus simplified it, man. Gandhi simplified it. Yogananda simplified. Simple living, high thinking was one of his favorite little motives. Simple living, high thinking. This then is my true religion, my simple faith. In this sense, there is no need for temple or church, for mosque or synagogue, no need for complicated philosophy, doctrine, or dogma. Our own heart, our own mind is the temple. The doctrine is compassion, love for others, and respect for their rights and dignity, no matter what or who they are. Ultimately, these are all we need. Compassion and love. Compassion and love. This is from ancient pagan roots. This next quote. I don't know who wrote this, but it's the same thing. I believe in a higher power. I have no need or desire to wrap an identity around it, because religion's obsession with the right identity has caused separation of our planet's people. And I believe in love and unity. Yeah. Regardless of our spiritual beliefs, whether we call it God, Source, the universe, Buddha, whatever, doesn't matter to me. My eyes, ears, and heart are open to the wisdom, beauty, and miracles that surround us constantly. So the novitiate, though, yogi and yogini, struggles with prenatal instincts and mental restlessness throughout years of vigorous meditation. That could be this life. Yes, we learned from that with that forbearance of that last goddess, daughter of Ma Prakriti last week, that she is absolutely on fire. This beautiful daughter of Divine Mother, of Mother Nature, on fire for complete liberation. And at the same time, 1,000 years in a valley of sorrow, 1,000 years or till tomorrow. Lord, if it's 1,000 years more, oh, your free meeting will end in 10 minutes. Yeah. They say upgrade. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Hey, sorry about that, guys and girls. What happened? Oh, what happened? What happened? Okay, well, I think we're going to we were just getting really revved up and I pressed the wrong button. Everybody, I don't know if you have any I really don't know. I really don't know. I just think that I kind of messed up. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can start this baby back up. Let's just see what happens. Okay, you're still there. Here I am. All right. Well, I'm learning in my young age, kids. Usually I just go, oh, what to do? And then just kind of just relax, just, cool, calm, collected cucumber. Thank you. All right. So to reiterate, the novitiate yogi and yogini, I only got 10 minutes left. All right. So we'll figure out something. Even I have to pay the piper. We'll get back to our hour. The novitiate yogi struggles with prenatal instincts and mental restlessness throughout years of vigorous meditation. That could be our life. So don't go with it. Yeah. So that daughter, the last one of forbearance, she's on fire for freedom, but she'll wait 1,000 years of suffering in the valley of sorrow, if need be. It's that beautiful balance, whatever, Lord. I am just on course. I am on point with being with you right now in this gorgeous moment, in this divine loving presence right now with you. That's all I need to know. And that's all I'm going to focus on. And we'll see what happens after that. So, as a result of devoted persistence, that was the name of our stream this morning. that novitiate yogi and yogini finally beholds wondrous flowers of wisdom, and the astral lotuses blooming in the finer regions of the subtle centers in the spine and brain open before him. Remember all these petals, all these lotus petals, all the different, there are numbers of them in the chakras, with the 1,000 petal lotus being the highest one of bliss. 1,000 petals, nectar, drink. You know, we don't realize how beautiful these lotuses are. The astral lotuses blooming in the finer regions of the subtle centers in the spine and brain open up before him and her, bathing us in the fragrance of many realizations. Within this blossoming garden, the yogi's meditative efforts, this we're going to pick up on next week, okay? I want to finish just reading the end of this verse 35. So I'm just going to read it through now. Hopefully I won't run out of time. Within the blossoming garden, the yogi's meditative efforts confront and in time remove the vestiges of prenatal and postnatal karma and the ego and its forces of delusion. Oh yeah, so it's just going to remove it. The higher up we go, we have replacement agency now. We're replacing all the human stuff and the behaviors we have with divine ones. How's that? And we're day traders. We can trade all of our thoughts for higher ones as well. We trade them off today till we have divine thoughts. That's novitiate ascends the divine pathway that opens through the spinal centers to the summit of cosmic consciousness in the uppermost part of the brain, and thence to liberation and spirit. This is symbolically represented in the reference to the auspicious month Marga Sirsha. Marga means the divine path to Sirsha, literally the head or topmost part. 1,000 petals, nectar, drink. The supreme center of cosmic consciousness in the brain, the gateway to liberation, salvation, the crowning pinnacle of the yogi's strivings. I finished reading this verse, but I just want to say, you know, that after we do and we pay off our karmic debt through devoted persistence, and we've dealt with mental prenatal and mental restlessness and instincts throughout years of vigorous meditation, we start to behold wondrous flowers of wisdom and astral lotuses blooming in the finer regions of the subtle centers in the spine and brain. And within this blossom, bathing us in the fragrance of many realizations. Within this blossoming garden, the yogi's meditative efforts, this is the important part we're going to really dive into, confront and in time remove all vestiges of prenatal and postnatal karma and of the ego and the forces of delusion. So as we blossom in the spring, that we get to now really deal with those things that are bringing us down, you know, that we still have energy leaks still. As we get older and older, we still have the energy leaks. We have got to take care of. We need to confront that. So we're going to have a whole thing on just confronting what we need to confront with it right now in each of our lives, right? And so we can remove all vestiges of prenatal and postnatal karma. We rid ourselves of karma and of the ego and its forces of delusion. Can you believe that? So this is game breaker time, my friends. And I have a nice daily download of divinity. I'm just getting ready for this thing to cut me off. It's so rude, right? And I want to tell you how much I love you, Lorena and Orion, for coming on. Somehow you figured it out, you know. All I did was pop your names into, and we lost our passcode and we lost our ID number. You guys still made it on here. I love this devoted persistence. Finney got on here. I love this devoted persistence. Finney, are we get something here? All we need is one thing, just to rev us up today, right? One thing to put us in the now, just to, and one thing to get us to totally relax today and just go with the flow. Took me a few tries, but I made it. That's my boy, Vinny. And so that we can, you know, just keep blossoming. Or we're still in the winter. So let's enjoy that one called the Marga Sirsha, month. Let's stay. It's great for the next. We're going to have in the teens during the day here in Georgia this coming week. So what a time to hibernate, kids, huh? It'll be too darn cold. Get that booty cold if it goes outside. So I wanted just to say that, look, there were three things that we're going to work on to confront, because we're going to confront now and remove all the vestiges of prenatal and postnatal karma, because we're still dealing with the mental instincts and or the prenatal instincts and mental restlessness through years of vigorous meditation. We'll always have that going on, I do believe, because we're all kind of in the same, we're the same tribe, we're the same flock. So we're going through the same similar stuff. Oh, Narayan says, I finished, you finished the mantra this morning. I opened my eyes to a bald eagle taking off in the background. You see what we're saying? You see what we're saying, right? So these subtle centers in the spine and brain are opening us, bathing us in a fragrance of mini realization. And within this blossoming garden, the yogi's meditative efforts, now we can confront, because of the blossoming garden and the meditative efforts that we will always be 100% focused on, right? We will just go, and go, and we won't look back. We just got blinders on, and we'll confront and remove all the vestiges, prenatal, postnatal karma, and of the ego and its forces of delusion. 3 ways. We're going to look at game breakers next week, how we can have game breakers on a constant basis. A game breaker, that means that the way that your life may be going, at one thing, one deeper dive in something, one realization, one intuition can completely take you in the direction of where you totally got the whole universal stream, the love force, the God force, the spirit force, your guardian angel force, all of us just moving together, right? And we'll look at game breakers. We'll look at